everybody, Virginia the Buckeye Gamer, and I'm back with another video, and this is going to be my first video talking about the Ys series. And I think I'm saying that right. Ys, something like that. Anyway, that's been it's an RPG series. It's been one of the, I think it might be one of the oldest action RPGs out there, if not the oldest. I know somebody will correct me in the comments, but I wanted to talk a little bit about that because this has been a series that, while I wouldn't say I have a love-hate relationship with, it's been one that I've had a hard time getting into over the years. Now, back in 2018, I did get Ys 8 digitally for the Switch because I couldn't find a physical copy at that time. I'm still having a hard time finding a physical copy. But I downloaded it and I put a few hours into it, but I just didn't really care like for the mechanics and how the story was playing out, like being on a deserted island and having to build that up. I wasn't feeling it at that time, so I dropped it for a while. Well, fast forward after, trying to have a couple of attempts of getting into it, because this is a series I did not want to give up on, okay? Fast forward several years, and actually here recently when we had, when Oath of Felghana got released for modern consoles, the Switch, PS5, I think PS4 got a release. I did decide to give that a try, and not only did I enjoy it, I beat it. Now, granted, it's not a very long game, but as of recording this video, I did beat Oath of Felghana, and I did enjoy it, and, I didn't want to jump the gun too quickly to get back into other Ys games because I've been like that before. Like, if it's a series, like I'll give you Resident Evil, for example. I'm not big into horror games and stuff like that, but I did like Resident Evil 4, and I do enjoy Code Veronica. But other than that, at least the games that I've tried to play, I just could never really get into them besides those two. But anyway, so I wasn't going to consider myself a diehard Ys fan yet, but as of recording this video, I did try to restart Ys 8. And I put about 12 hours into it. So once I got it, took some time to really learn about the game, the mechanics, how it works, and get like a little bit of snippet of story because I didn't want to delve too deep into spoilers. I've grown to like it. Now, again, I wouldn't consider myself a diehard Ys fan, but I am going to call myself a fan of the Ys series, at least of what I've played so far. So I am going to see Ys 8 through. If I have to use a walkthrough guide, I'm going to see it through because, like I said, I've really enjoyed what I've played of it so far. And it does seem like these games in this series are on the shorter side for RPGs, maybe not necessarily in its entirety. But like I said, once I got used to everything, I've grown to really like it. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to see Ys 8 through and then move on to other games in the series, which brings me to what I have here. Got a couple of unboxings to show you. We're going to start with the Oath of Felghana. This is the Refined Edition. Now, I did initially get it digitally because I couldn't find the physical copy, but I did eventually find this available on Amazon. So we're going to crack it open and see what we got here. And it actually looks like, what I find interesting is there's Exceed and Marvelous on the back, and if you're familiar with farming sims and like the Rune Factory series, those names should be pretty familiar to you. So, and from my understanding, I did hear Oath of Felghana is a like a reimagining or remake of Ys. I think it was Ys 3, which was one of the weaker, for some people, one of the weaker entries. But again, not really a Ys expert, so you guys will just have to show me on that. So anyway, we got the game, which, as I drop it, we got the game, and I really like that cover. That's a pretty cool looking cover. And then, of course, on the back, just your usual Switch stuff. And I know, look, I get it. These games don't run as good as like on a PS5, or I don't know if they're available on PC or not because I don't have a PC. Well, gaming PC anyway. But I play my Switch a lot only because of how busy my schedule tends to be. It's just a little easier that way because then I can take it on the go, whether it be my Switch Lite or the regular Switch, whatever I'm in the mood for at that time. So That's why I play a lot of third-party games on the Switch. And then it looks like here, this is an adventure guide that they include. I love it when games include these little things, and it kind of takes you back to the good old days of gaming when they gave you instruction manuals and all sorts of little goodies. So I'm not going to delve too deep into that. But it looks like this actually might have a reverse cover on it too. I can't quite tell, but that does look pretty cool. So we're going to set the game aside, and then what else we got in here? So we got a, let's see, the Oath and Felghana Sound Memoir soundtrack. So I don't really collect gaming soundtracks a whole lot nowadays, but if they do come in a collector's edition, then of course I'll take it. And then this, I think, is the cloth. It does include a cloth. That's pretty cute. That is pretty cute. And we got some cards here, like postcard type things. There's like 4 in here, but I'm not really going to go too much into that right now. And then we do have acrylic. There's acrylic figures in here too, so I might take some time to put that together. I feel like that would be really cool to put on your shelf. And then down here, it's like just a little key ring for something. But yeah, it looks like that's all that it's in here. Let me take a gander though and see. Oh, okay, so that's, okay, so the acrylic diorama can also, okay, I see what it is. So some of these figures can actually double as keychains, but I don't think I'm gonna go the keychain route. And I do see now there's little holes on top of the characters' heads. So yeah, that would make sense, but I don't think I'm gonna use it as keychains, so definitely keep it as is. But yeah, oops, put the wrong game in there. All right, so that does it for Ys Memoir, Oath and Felghana Refiner's Edition. So that will look really nice on my shelf. Okay, so then the next one we got here is also the Switch version, but we got Ys 10 Nordics. Now this is the most recent release in the Ys series. Japan had it for quite a while before we got it, but let's get into this. Now I did play a little bit of the demo. From my understanding, the demo's like 10 to 15 hours long, but I personally, I don't know if this is gonna sound contradictory or what, but I don't really like demos that are like longer than maybe 4 or 5 hours. To be honest with you, I think 4 to 5 hours is good enough to get a good experience of the game and let you know if you're gonna like it in most cases. Now, it's not always the case. All right, we got some warranty paper there, but that's not what we're here for. And this is a mini art book, so that is pretty neat. And it kind of does like art books normally do. You get character artwork and then game artwork, so that does look pretty neat. And then we got a download code for the digital soundtrack. So I'm just going to show you the back of it because I think I am going to redeem the code. But if I don't, maybe I'll put it in a short or something and let somebody have it. But anyway, so that is Ys 10 Nordics again for the Switch. So pretty cool. Definitely can't wait to dig into this one. I'm probably going to do this before I get into Ys 9. But we'll see. I want to definitely find physical copies of the Ys games that at least are out on modern platforms. Like I know there's Ys Origin, Ys Memoirs, something Salsetta. I can't think of the title right now. Then of course Ys 8 because I don't have a physical copy of that at the moment. So definitely I'm going to be on the lookout for those. Either I'll probably try some of the local video game stores before I jump online to buy them. Because I did look and it looks like Amazon does have them, but I'm going to see if I can get them a little bit cheaper locally. So anyway, so that is my first Ys video on this channel. Hopefully I will make some more. I did also want to mention, because I was going to post something in a video a couple weeks back regarding streaming. I did just want to give you a quick update on that. I was going to try to stream off my PS5 here not long ago, and it looks like my camera's malfunctioning. So I'm going to look into that, check the ports and everything to make sure something's not wrong with my PS5 in that regard. But once I get that figured out, whether it be if I can fix the PS5 somehow or fix the camera, just have to get a new one, then I'll start streaming. I just wanted to mention that here real quick, but just so everybody is aware. And there should be a post by the time this video goes live on the community tab. So just stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like and comment down below and subscribe. And as always, remember, Jesus is real. He loves you. I love you too. You guys stay safe, and I will see you next time.